Good evening, everyone. A very warm and gracious welcome to each distinguished member joining us for this insightful webinar on basics of technical analysis, become an independent investor, and opportunities for chartered accountants in wealth management service, which is being organized by the Committee on Financial Markets and Investor Protection. My name is C. Ambika Sharma, and I will be the moderator of today's session. Today, we embark on a journey of knowledge sharing and collaborative learning, bringing together the brilliance and expertise of our esteemed faculty. I would like to welcome the chairman of the committee and senior most Central Council member of ICAI, CA Charanjot Singh Nanda sir, our guest speakers of today's session, CA Monish Zawar and CA Keval Shah. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, and we look forward to a dynamic and enriching session ahead. Now, we will commence this webinar, and before we delve into the presentations and discussions, I would like to provide a brief introduction of the topic. The stock market is a dynamic financial ecosystem where investors participate in the market with the goal of capitalizing on price movements, aiming to profit from buying low and selling high. Investors use fundamental analysis to assess a company's financial health and technical analysis to study historical price patterns for future predictions. So let's embark on the path to financial empowerment with our exploration of the basics of technical analysis. This primer unveils crucial insights into chart patterns, market indicators, and trend analysis. For chartered accountants, it opens doors to wealth management opportunities, offering a strategic edge in independent investing. Now, I would like to give brief introduction of our chairman of the committee, CA Charanjot Singh Nanda sir, and then would request him to give keynote address. Charanjot Singh Nanda sir, a seasoned chartered accountant, is the senior most Central Council member and currently holds the prestigious position of chairman for the Committee of Digital Accounting and Assurance Board, Committee on Financial Markets and Investor Protection, Committee on IT of South Asian Federation of Accountants at ICI. He is significantly contributing to national and international financial regulatory bodies. His multifaceted expertise extends to academic pursuits, where he has shared insights globally on topics such as IFRS, financial market, trade laws, etc. Without further ado, let's welcome CA Charanjot Singh Nanda sir to lead us through this enlightening session. Over to you, sir.
Thanks a lot, Ambika, for your kind introduction. My salutations to both the speakers of the day, CA Keval Shah, my younger brother, CA Monish Zawar, Madam Ambika Sharma, Nandini Tiwari from the board, giver from the board and technical support, and all members have come here to go home on a night. Ladies and gentlemen, I have always strongly endorsed the necessity for people in public life to possess a reasonable degree of social responsibility. The council member who is adored by millions of people owes something to the society, which has given him an elevated and highly respectable position. And in today's time, in contemporary times, the markets have been moving so incessantly that right guidance to people is the rightest thing which one can do. Market is very, very conspicuous. People come, trade for some time, and they understand everything. If the market was to speak to you, it could have said, क्या यूं ही चंद लम्हों में पढ़ लोगे मुझे? क्या यूं ही चंद लम्हों में पढ़ लोगे मुझे? मैंने खुद को लिखने में बरसों लगाए. The market has come to this situation after a lot of persuasion, after a lot of movements, after a lot of changes. One day you can't determine the way market is. So you need to understand technical analysis. You need to understand the specific art of investment. And more importantly, you need to understand how you could contribute professionally in wealth management endeavors of people or your clients. Ladies and gentlemen, at the council level, we are contemplating to write to SEBI that any person who has done the financial analysis and technical analysis course of the Committee for Financial Markets and Investor Protection is ultimately taken as a research analyst. He could publish research reports and ultimately go and advise his clients and clients at large. Although this is not done, but we are very keen to take it to the right stand and ensure that we are able to effectively service not only our clients, but chartered accountants who intend to contribute in an appropriate fashion. So today's session is very carefully planned. First, technical analysis. If you want to enter a stock, where you have to get in, what is the stop loss, what is the target, where you intend to get in, where you intend to get out, where it is overbought, where it is oversold, are certain areas where you need to ponder upon. And secondly, if you're a normal investor, how to invest, where to invest, what is the level of indulgence that is required. And as a chartered accountant, people look to you for wealth management opportunities, how you are able to effectively discharge that duty. And as a chartered accountant, you have to discharge the duty not only for your clients or stakeholders, but for the government and the regulators. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will not stand between you and the both versatile speakers who have lived their life in the market. So I give the dais back to Ambika Madam. Let her take forward the things and let us look forward to understand how we could add value to our initiatives of making money, of creating wealth and worth by investment in stock markets. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for the remarkable opening. Now it's time to take this session further. I would like to introduce our first guest speaker, CA Monish Zawar. CA Monish Zawar is a fellow chartered accountant having 6 years post-qualification experience. Currently, he is a partner in a Nasik-based chartered accountancy firm. He has major expertise in technical analysis, investment advisory, direct taxes, bank audits. He also has experience of more than 5 years in capital markets. He is a faculty for basic and advanced technical analysis and has conducted various batches on same for stock market enthusiasts like you. Now, I would like to invite our eminent speaker, CA Monish Zawar, to have this virtual stage, and I'm confident that his insights will not only be enlightening, but also make this session a great and fruitful learning experience for all of us. Welcome, sir. Over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would like to firstly thank Mr. Nanda sir, so giving me this opportunity and all the committee members. So basically, I am a chartered accountant, practicing chartered accountant, but now I'm into full time into market and more than 5 years. Like I'm every day there is a learning. So every day we wake up and we see how can we like predict market or whatnot, but market is always supreme. You cannot time the market, right? So I'll start my presentation. Just kindly confirm, uh, is my screen visible?
Yes,
Yes,
it's
sir.
visible.
So there are basically two types of analysis we look forward. There is one fundamental analysis and another is technical analysis. Fundamental analysis, all must be aware, like everyone is chartered accountant here, so I won't waste my time to like tell what is, sorry. now. So in fundamental analysis, like we check balance sheet, profit and loss accounts. We see intrinsic. We try to find intrinsic value for the stock. We see management reports. We try to analyze the industry analysis, future outlook for the company. In the other side, in technical analysis, we see moving averages, charts, and indicators. So technical analysis we can use in all the asset class like crude oil, gold, metal, silver, and commodities like agri commodities, seed, zinc, and all kind of commodities and equities both. So basically technical analysis is in simple word is to study the historical market data including price and volume action. Technical analysis means of examining and predicting price movements by using historical price charts and market statistics. It is based on the idea that if trader identify previous market patterns, they can form fairly accurate prediction of the future price trajectories. Using insight from the market psychology, behavioral economics, and quantitative analysis, technical analysts aim to use past performance to predict the future market behavior using charts. So there are basically three type of golden rule we should be follow using technical analysis. But fourth one is like I have like put in fourth rule on my behalf. There are basically three rules. First rule is market discounts everything. Second one is history repeats itself. And third one is stock price moves in a trend. And fourth one, not in the list, stop loss is in your hand. In market, you cannot time anything. You cannot decide the what price I should get in, what price I should get out. But one thing is in your hand is stop loss, where to put your stop loss. So capital saved is capital earned, right? So basically you have to keep your stop loss intact so you can preserve your capital. This is the most important rule. So always keep in mind market is always supreme. You cannot time it. So I'll just explain how market discounts everything. So we can see in February 2020, there is news circulating like some COVID virus is coming. But everyone was unaware what it exactly it is. So market already tried to discount it. In February, it start falling from 12,000 level till almost 7,500, something like that. Some levels in Nifty. I'm talking about Nifty. The day Modi ji announced 24th March 2020, Modi ji announced lockdown for 21 days. So market already corrected from February till March, almost like 7,000, 6,000 points, more than that. And once the Modi ji has announced the lockdown, from that day, market never came down. From that day, market started sharp recovery. You can see like from this level, market fall till 7,500 level, and at 24th March 2020, Modi ji announced, and after that market start rising, and from that day it never came down. You can see from March 2020, from 7,500 And now Nifty is trading around almost 21,500, 600 levels. So market discounts everything. So basically market ko sab pata hai. So you cannot time it. Market is always supreme, but you have to go with the flow. Then always keep this in mind. Market like discounts everything means market predicts the future. Like market is way ahead of you. It means like if you are thinking BJP will win and market will already market will like rise more, but maybe this is the factoring which is going on right now. We have like got a good up move from 20,000 to 22,000 almost levels within a month or 2 months. So maybe this is the discounting factor which is happening. I don't know. That is why I am telling market is always supreme. You cannot time it, but we can like using charts. We can at least understand what can happen. So another point is history repeats itself. So whenever you like, if you are new into market, you like if you are new into market, someone say comes to you and says buy ITC at 200 with the stop loss of 198 and target is 220 and 238. Where did he get all this information? How did he's arrived at this information? Like you have to buy with this level, with this stop loss, and with these targets. So basically, share price moves in a trend. So like just you can see in this chart, there is a level of 220 where I'm showing my cursor, and this is the level of 200, right? So these are the daily candles, sorry, weekly candles. Market going up at the 220 level, again facing some resistance there and coming back down. But it is not going below 200 level. So we the person who has shared you that like buy with this stop loss, there was some technical analysis behind that. So he has uh, given you these prices like 198 you can keep stop loss, and for you can watch out for 220 levels. So again at the 200 level I've tried to buy stock, and from 200 it almost went to 215 216 level, right? And after that again fell down. So this is the second time it came down. So we can see that history repeats itself. So again, this price has come in ITC after a few weeks, after like 4 5 weeks. ITC stock came down to 200 levels. From there again went up, but this time this went up and here it has given breakout. So the another target he has suggested 238 level. So then the market has already predicted. These are the some patterns which are used in technical. This is the rectangle pattern, we can say, that has been used, and from that pattern he has derived at the target value of 238. So almost market went that till that level, and we can like analyze this. So basically history repeat itself. It seems market price, stock price trade in some ranges. This is another example of history repeat itself. This is a chart of Petronet LNG on monthly basis. So from like this is like 6 7 years chart, almost from 2000 15 16, I think. From 15 16 it went it is trading in a like close range. You can see price never went below 190. This candle is exceptional. This might be the COVID candle. So every stock like got a move and they have recovered, but it has never closed below this level. So we can see the history repeat itself means price came till this level, again went back, and it's trading in the narrow range, but never break 190 level. So one can like say you can buy Petronet with the stop loss of 190 levels with the target of 200. So upper side you can see 250 is the level, right? Then in 250 levels means there is some resistance. So you can like predict this is the stock which moves in this range. Whenever breakouts happen, then it will move into next trading zone. And third point is stock price moves in a trend. It's not like that key stock will go one side only, upside or downside only. It might stay in the range that I have shown in last couple of slides, that it was trading, the stock prices are trading in some range. Then after uh, after that, maybe you can see there are three trends majorly. We can see there is a uptrend, like some share price from 200 to 210, then after again coming down but not coming badly, so from 210 to 205, and again rising from 210 to 220, again like coming down and going up like this. It's also the same way we can see there is a downtrend. In downtrend, you can also like predict from 190 to 180, then again coming back, but again going down. This is the trend. This is the another trend. So there are majorly three trends in the stock prices or indexes. We can use uptrend, downtrend, and side trend, sideways. So basically, interpretation of candle, we can see you have all of must have seen the candles. I think whoever uses the charts or technical and using chart and doing trading with this. So basically, what is the interpretation of a candle? So this means this is the point where stock price or index price or every we see like Nifty opening at 21,000 level. So this is the point we can predict Nifty was opening at 21,011. After that, it went up little bit like 21,200 or something. But after that, coming back down from 22,000, it went to 21,900, right? And after that, again, some buying interest has seen. And after that, it has closed to 21,300. Suppose this level, the close which I have mentioned is 21,300. So you can analyze this from opening from this level 21,200 till closing this level 21,000 to 21,300. So this is the candle we have seen. So we have seen the buying interest. This is the bullish candle. So we have seen from opening low to closing high. This is the low. This is the high. This means market has seen the buying interest in that day's session and closed down here. In inverse relation, like this is the bull market candle or bullish candle when market is going up. In inversely, when market is coming down, so basically market next day market opened at this level. Suppose this is the same level which I am considering, 21,300 level. This is the opening level of the candle. After this level, we have seen the selling pressure in the market. In the market, I am in like in the market means it's Nifty. I am just mentioning the market, but you can call it as a Nifty. So Nifty Nifty was opened at 21,300, and after that it is came down till 21,000 level and closed in here. So at this day we can see the selling pressure in the market or Nifty, and this is the basic interpretation of candlestick. So we call this as a real body candle, and this is the place where market has came down but didn't like closed in here. Matlab, this is the level 21,000, but market went till 20,900. But again, we have seen some buying interest and closed near 21,000. So this is the interpretation of candle. Where did it close, right? So basically, the most important aspect in technical analysis is support and resistance. One should understand this. If you are good, if you are like understood this, you can at least for the start you can start trading using support and resistance. So I have given here one example of SBI. Resistance means it's something which stops the price to rise further. It's the area where traders expect maximum supply or book profits. So this is the red arrows which I have shown. These are the resistance level. We have seen the history repeat itself. So previously in November month, price came till 530, and after that again went down till 420 levels. Again came up, and at this resistance level again we have seen the selling pressure or profit booking we have seen, and after that again came down till this level 420. So we have like we can understand this is the history repeat itself. It's quite explaining. So market price move in a trend, we can see in this is the sideways market, like range bound market, range bound trading range for the SBI. So again it went down and it took support here, and again went up. So support means it's something which prevent price to fall further. It's the area where trader expect maximum demand. We can initiate the buying of stock or buying of index. If we see the support and we see some reversal candle, there are n number of candles will I'll show in next slides. Show in next slides. Again, from support level, we have seen the buying interest, and it went further up. Again, came down at the same level, like 420, 430 levels. Buying has initiated from the support level, and it went up. And eventually, after good consolidation, it broke out, and it has now trading in different trajectory. So support and resistance are the trading range of the shares you can interpret. And whenever you find support and resistance level, it should whenever you find this, the most identical support and resistance level are which are horizontal support and resistance level are the best to trade for. So buy on reversal candle. Again, I am here one candle, green candle, buy on reversal from the support zone and sell on reversal from resistance zone. Only if these conditions satisfied. Reversal candle sticks with the volume only if there is a pattern on smaller time frame, for example, 60 minutes or daily time frame. Horizontal support and resistance works good whenever you trade. There are different types of trade patterns, like trend line also, and support and resistance horizontal lines also. So basically, what condition to be fulfilled to buy the stock? So basically, it should be in prior trend, prior downtrend. Candle formation must be at support levels, or candle formation must be at the demand zone. There should be volume which should not be lesser than the previous candle. For better accuracy, trade when RSI is oversold and reversing. Just like that, for the bearish candle, there should be uptrend. So we have to find selling opportunity whenever stock is in uptrend, and we see candle formation at the resistance, or candle formation must be at near supply zone. There should not be lesser volume than the previous candle. And for better accuracy, trade when RSI is overbought or reversing. So these are some candlesticks pattern we can interpret. So for bullish candlestick pattern, uh, there is one candle form called hammer. Hammer is like हथौड़ा जैसे होता है. It's like that only. Whenever so basic condition for buying the stock, it should be in proper downtrend, at least 5 to 7% or 8 to 10% stock has corrected, and it is into near demand zone and forming some bullish candle. So this is the bullish candle we can interpret. We call this candle as a hammer. Inverted hammer, it's not good accuracy compared to normal hammer. So this is more or less dragonfly doji is, or more or less is same. This is another one good candlestick pattern. We call this as a bullish engulfing. So after prior downtrend, it has given like reversal signals and one bullish candle engulfing the previous candle. So this is the reversal bullish engulfing candle. Another is morning star pattern. So after downfall, there is one red candle. After that, the selling has stopped, but buying interest has not generated as much as selling was intense. So after this, the third day candle has emerged, and on the third day, it has given some buying interest into the market. So this is the pattern where we call the morning star pattern. All these patterns should be on support levels. I'll show some example in next slides. So where we can like examine this type of patterns. So majorly these morning star, hammer, bullish engulfing, these are the patterns where accuracy for the reversal trade is better, rather than using this dragonfly or morning star doji or three white soldiers. Just like that, if you are willing to sell some stock, or if you find some resistance at the upper level, so there are bearish candlestick patterns. So shooting star is just like opposite of morning star. So it is in prior to this, it was in uptrend. In uptrend, we have seen the selling pressure near resistance level, and it has formed the inverted hammer type of candle. After that, we have seen another candle next day with the selling pressure, and follow up selling pressure. It came down from this level to almost this level. So this is one pattern. We call this as a shooting star. Another pattern is bearish engulfing. Just like bullish engulfing, there is a prior uptrend in the stock, and after that, the red candle which is here, it has engulfed the buying side, and we can see some selling pressure here. So this is all inverse to bullish candles. This is bullish engulfing, this is bearish engulfing. This is morning star, this is a shooting star. So, and we can see this type of candles, we call this as a doji or spinning top. So this type of candle, what this kind of candle shows? So this kind of candle shows now there are pressure from the both buyer and sellers. So it is closing almost where it is opening and closing is almost at the same price. Suppose some stock price has opened at 200 level, it went till 220 level, but by the day end it has came down to 200 level again. So this means we have seen the buying and selling both pressure, and it has closed down at the same level with which it was opened. So basically, we can interpret this candle. There is a buying and selling pressure from both buyers and seller at the particular stock or particular index. This could be we can interpret as trend changing candlestick pattern. If we see doji on resistance or near support level, these are some patterns we can see. Symmetrical triangle pattern, ascending triangle pattern, in inverse head and shoulder, cup and handle pattern, falling wedge, just like that. A rectangle, I have shown this one in the SBI example. There is one flag and pole pattern. There is, we have must all of must, if you are like actively trading, you have must have heard like double bottom pattern, just like that. Double bottom pattern, it's a reversal pattern we call as a double top pattern. So this is another chart. We can see this is the support level where EID pair is, this is stock I have mentioned. This is the level 450 level we have seen from like October 2020 till 2022 till 2023, like December 2023. We have seen this level is quite intact. So buying interest has generated. This is the horizontal line which I was talking about. So whenever you find horizontal line, support line with reversal candle on support line, you can initiate by your buying and keep stop loss just 1% below the support line to initiate the buying trade. Just like that, you can sell on resistance. You can, this is the trend line which I have drawn. So from this trend line, we have seen the selling pressure again, and stock felt from 560 till 450 level again. Again, we have seen this is the small hammer which I have shown in last previous slide, and buying has been initiated from these levels, and we can see further up move in the stock in near future. Just like that, if you want to identify potential breakout for the better accuracy, for approx 70% accuracy, trade in those stocks where breakout, where the breakout is happening but price consolidate nears resistance. So this is the built up. So you can see in the previous daily candles, we have seen, we have drawn this resistance line, and from just for example, like we can say this is 200, this is 500 level of the resistance. This is again and again touching. So whenever stock price come to the same range and touching to the resistance line, this means where we can expect breakout. But for breakout, which should be with volume also, it should be with some news base also, and it should be like we can see here there was the built up, there was the selling pressure in previous. You can see selling pressure from like 500, it went till 400 levels. But here where we can see the built up from 500 level, but selling pressure, it was like just for 10-20 rupees, just for interpretation. But we have seen the buying interest here in the close zone. So 500 to 480 levels, there was the stock which was trading in this zone. And after that, we have seen the successful breakout. So this is the one of the best charts. Or again, I am telling you the horizontal support and resistance line are the best to trade with. So again, we can see the resistance, it has broke and it has given a good breakout. So whenever you find some stock, try to identify the built up near resistance level. This is the one example. So our basic condition was there should be a prior downtrend. This is the stock of United Breweries. Almost from 1160 levels, it went till 880 levels, 900 levels for the for that matter. Here we can see the built up. This is the support level previously we can see, and from this we have derived the target. This is the rectangle pattern which I have shown in the previous slide. So this is the difference between, suppose this is 1000 level and this is 900 level. So we can identify the target with this rectangle pattern. So what is the difference of this? It should be near term target for the stock. So from 1000 to 900, it's almost 100 rupees up target. So we can consider this as 1100 as our target. Eventually it must have gone. This is the old slide. So this is also another consolidation pattern. So we can see support and resistance here. And after this, after from June till November, this was trading in the range of like 45 to 55 range. 45 to 55 range, and after that it has given breakout. I have personally traded in this one. My target was 65 level. This is the difference of 55 to 45 level, 10 rupees. So we can arrive at our target at 65. So in this case, I have exited once I have got my target, but eventually it went up till up to 90 rupees, I think. So this is the like, you cannot predict the market, you cannot time the market is always supreme. So you can keep your targets and you can keep your stop losses intact, that's it. उसके अलावा अपने हाथ में कोई चीज नहीं. There is one more thing in Marwad, in Gujarati, they say कि भाव भगवान છે. So for this, where price volume action. So this is the major thing. There are n number of indicator in technical analysis you can use, but price and volume. The volume means the people who are coming willing to buy or willing to sell. This is the volume which I am talking, and price is the rate of the stock or price of the stock, which is we can consider for the price volume analysis. So whenever price rising with the volume, so people are interested in buying some stock. Suppose now one stock is trading at 100 rupees and it's rising slowly, like 102, 103, it's moving upward, and people are willing to buy with this up price. Like people are willing to buy at 104, 105 level. So price is also rising and volume is also rising. So we can interpret there is a strong bullish stock is bullish, and it can give more up move. So it went up till suppose 120 level with the rising volume. After that, we can see the next phase. Suppose at the 120 level there is a resistance. Price is rising now, but volume is not rising. Price is rising now, means from 100 rupees it went up to 120, but from 120 it is now like 122 or 125 rupees. Not a good up move, but there is no volume. The volume is dying, like people are not interested or people are not keen to buy at this price. So volume is falling down. So there is a weakness. So we can interpret that there is a weakness in stock, and current uptrend which is weakening, or we can see some bearish candle forming there. So it is the time we should book our profits and exit from that trade. Again, this is for the like buying the stock, and now we can see for the selling the stock. Price is coming down. For this example, now at 120 level, we have initiated our buy call from 100 to 120. We booked our profit near 120 level. Now there are some candles forming and which are showing some weakness in that, and at this time there is a rising in volume, so people are interested to sell this with the heavy quantity. So from 120 it went till 115, and people are willing to sell at 115 also. So this is the with a good volume. Suppose in falling price there was volume of like 10,000 shares, but whenever price was falling and there was people are coming to sell the price at 118, 115, 114 with 10,000 to 1 lakh people. Like 1 lakh people are coming, 1 lakh people, I mean 1 lakh volume, 1 lakh volume you can say, and people are try to sell at this price also 115, 116 also. So we can interpret there is a weak or bearish trend or downtrend continues. And again, price came down till 100 level, but now there is no price action. Price is falling, but in smaller range, like for 2-3 rupees from 100 till 98, 96 rupees, and there is no selling interest in that. So volume also drying up. So we can interpret that there should be now again trend changing possible. So we can initiate buy, but we have to look some bullish candles there. It should be a near resistance, support level, and downtrend should be about to get over. So next one is we need to understand the consolidation breakout through technical analysis. So find consolidation on bigger time frame, weekly or monthly. It applies to all equity stocks, index, commodities, but you should always aware the prospects prospect for the sector for the stock before investing. I'll show some example here. So this is the Nifty PSE index, public sector enterprise index. From 2006, it was trading near 2100 level, right? 2100, it went till 4500 level, again came down. And again we have seen the buying interest at the same level. 2000 or 1900 level again went up. So this happened throughout these years from 2004 till 2022. But now in 2022, there was some change. So we can see the selling was like not that heavy, and it is now changing the trend, it seems. So from 4500 it went till 3500 only. In previously you can see from 2200 it went till 4500, again came down till 2000 level. But this time the story was different. This time stock went yeah, sorry, PSU Nifty index went till 4600 levels, and like for few months we can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 almost 10 to, like for a year it was consolidating in this range, for in this range, but it never came down till never came down below 3500 levels. We can see the major support zone here. So so Nifty PSE index was at 4683 on April 23, just like 8 months back. 8 months back, then Modi ji cheering the stock market enthusiast to and telling them to bet on PSU companies. So in this, Modi ji has like indirectly commented that you can bet on PSU sector stocks. So in April, we have seen the PSU Nifty PSU sector was trading near 4500 levels. When Modi ji has like talk about this in Sansad, near 5500 levels. So there was almost 1,000 point rally already happened between April to August levels, right? Hope I think this is interesting. So now from that April 23, there was a Nifty PSE index was trading near 4683. Now this is trading near 8100 levels. Almost 105 plus annualized return within 8 months. 8 months. This is the power of consolidation you can interpret from technical analysis. So you can find these stocks or these indexes where we see n number of time the stock is trading in some, or index is trading in some range bound levels, and after that whenever you find the breakout it should be massive. I don't know, this might go till 10,000, 12,000. No one knows. This is the beauty of the market. You cannot time it, but you can trade with this using technical analysis. So we can see that there is a small built up here, and after that we have seen a good breakout. So this is the breakout for not for this consolidation. This was for this 20-year, almost 15 to 20 years of consolidation. We have seen one good breakout. This might go till 4,000 to 14,000. We don't know, but you can use this and see, this is the beauty of horizontal and support line. So majorly this type of trade works more accurately rather than using n number of chart patterns and trend lines. So whenever you find support and resistance, and it should be on horizontal or vertical lines. Sorry, horizontal lines only. So I am sharing some few more example, and these are not stock recommendation to add in your portfolio. You do your own research and then you can buy the stocks. This is the Exide Industry stock I have mentioning. So same happening with this stock also. From 11 years, it is range is trading in the range, some lower or upper range, but not a good up move. You can see from 100 till 200 levels. But now it seems like Exide has given the breakout. Now it is now trending near 320 plus levels. So might be this should be the good breakout, but you should always understand the risk behind this. You should also, like, there is some fundamental analysis also important. If we are also CA, so we can at least analyze balance sheet, we can see management reports, and we can combine these technical and fundamental analysis, which we call techno funda analysis. And you can derive at one stock where we can see good consolidation, and after that, once it is breaking out, you can take entry, you can put your stop losses, and you can get like good return in coming future. You have to be patient in a patient. You have to build your patience in a stock market to like create wealth. It should not be impulsive trades. Whenever you research, you buy some stock, it should be, your conviction should be there. Like abhi aapne buy kiya, suppose 500 rupees pair. After that, in some negative news came around in market, some war like situation or some negative news in that particular counter, you should not exit with that stock, that it might fall more or something like that. You should all, whenever you buy some stock, you do your some fundamental analysis. So we have the edge over others, that we can interpret balance sheet, we can read balance sheet, we can analyze ratios. Then after that, use some technical watch some stocks, use some technical analysis, and you can enter into stock. So from this is the power of breaking out. Exide Industry from 190 to 325 within 23. Like in a year, almost 190 to 325, it already went. So again, this is the power of consolidation breakout with the good stock. This is one more example of Ircon International, this stock which I have personally invested in. So this was the one on this was also one good consolidation happening from 2019 till 2023. This is the relatively, this is the smaller consolidation as compared to Exide Industries, but price action, you can see there is a volume, good volume in this. This is the, these bars indicates the volume in volume charts. So from 60 to almost 180 190 level, it went within like 5 6 months or 7 8 months maybe. So this is the we have analyzed this. When volume increases, price increases, and this was trading in a uncharted territory. So there was no resistance, we didn't have previous history, so we cannot find the resistance here. So we don't know, till the people are interested to buying this stock, it might went, it will go up more up. It will might go till 300 400 We don't know. So again, you have to again come back to your fundamental side. You have to check the uh, what is the prospects going on. So basically, Ircon International, this is the railway stock which invest in infrastructure related projects. So again, this is one more example of Nifty reality index. There was also a good consolidation happened from 2011 till 2022 of 10 to 11 years. In 2023, it has built here base. So in again we can see from 350 level we have seen fall, and 150 level again we have seen the rise. So this was the phase where this index was consolidating, but here in 23 it didn't fell more. From 350 till 280 level it traded, and after that it has given a massive breakout. Almost Nifty reality index from 345 in 2023 only, now trading almost at 850 plus points. So 112% absolute return within 8 months. This is the power of consolidation. This is again horizontal support and resistance line and good consolidation setups. Again, ITC, this was also one more chart I am sharing. This was also trading in same range for 9 years and has given all has doubled from like after consolidation last couple of years. This is the another stock which I was talking about. Yes Bank. So I have mentioned there, check the prospect of stock or sector before investing. It's not always consolidation breakouts. Sometimes it breaks down also. So in Yes Bank, and Yes Bank was previously trading, everything was going smooth, everything was going great. From 100 till 400 level, it went up to 100 to 400 level. But at this point, there were some problems started in the Yes Bank. There was some big loans are getting bad, not paying their loans. So eventually, it hampered the Yes Bank stock price from 400 level. It is now trading near 20 levels. So you have to always identify the risk and reward behind whatever you like stock selects. So everyone was selling, and if you see there was some good fall, let's buy now. Almost 400 रुपए का 150 rupees हो गया है. We can buy this at level already corrected heavily. But once who got trapped here, there are n number of people I know who have bought Yes Bank at 200 level, 150 level, 100 level, 80 levels, and now it is trading near 20 levels. So you have to analyze the stock before investing. This is also one interesting point. I'll close just after giving summary of this. So there is one indicator we call as a moving averages indicator. So there is a 20, 50, 100, 200 moving averages. This is the line. These are the four lines of moving averages. Whenever we see consolidation in stock with this moving averages price, so means all like moving averages means 20-day moving averages average is short term trade, short term support. 50 is semi medium, and 200 is long term support for some stock. So Glenmark stock was trading near 400 level at 200 EMA. 200 EMA means the long-term support levels. So now the stock price and all these lines are squeezing together. So this is like this works like this, like as a spring. You press it, and whenever it's like pull off, you get a good up move from 400 till 800 Glenmark now trading. This is the moving averages ribbon you can use. There is one indicator in trading view. You can use this as a one more indicator to use technical analysis. These are some examples of this moving averages ribbon. And for long-term investors, for medium-term investors, for short-term investor, there should be a holding period. Like long-term investor, आज आपने stock खरीद लिया, और if it is corrected like 10%, you are now exiting exiting like within a week. So you are not a long-term trader. So you have to identify yourself that which type of trader you are, like long-term investor. So long-term, if you are long-term investor, you have bought some stock, it should be maximum 13 to 15 stocks in a year. You should add, it should be from different categories of sector like infrastructure, banks, railways, and PSUs maybe. After that, if you are medium term investor, your holding period should be 3 to 1 year. For long term, it should be more than 1 year. इनकम टैक्स भी बोलता है लॉन्ग टर्म होगा 365 डेज के ऊपर, तो आपको लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन लगेगा. फॉर मीडियम टर्म, there should be there should be the time frame of 3 months to 1 year. You can use technical analysis candlestick on daily or weekly time frame. For short term or positional traders, there should be time frame of 1 week to 3 months. There should be maximum 16 to 18 scripts you can buy. And for quick traders like means I don't believe in intraday trading. Positionally, you can buy. So try to avoid intraday speculation, in my personal opinion. Try to identify some positional setups or medium term setups. Thank you so much for listening me. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Your insights, expertise, and engaging presentation made the topic truly come alive. The depth of knowledge you shared has undoubtedly enriched our understanding. Now, moving ahead, I would like to introduce our very next guest speaker, CA Keval Shah. Keval Shah is a dynamic chartered accountant, ICAI certified information system auditor, currently the founder and CEO of Ahmedabad-based chartered accountancy firm. He is awarded as Pro CEO, CA of Ahmedabad by ICAI, and at just 21 attained the prestigious CA designation. Keval is also an active content creator and writer at Quora and CA Club of India. He has a YouTube channel titled as CA Keval Shah. His journey exemplifies early accomplishments and a passion for continuous learning and business excellence. Inviting our next speaker, welcome, sir, handing over the session to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. First of all, a very good evening to each and everyone present over here. Ambika ji, Monish sir, and also my thanks to CACS Nanda sir for giving me this opportunity to share the knowledge and the insights that I have gained over a period of years in the my area of investing. So without wasting any of the time, I would directly start with my presentation. I would like to share my screen. All right. Can you just confirm, is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes.
All right. So this is basically what we would be going to discuss over the period of next, let's say 1 or 1.5 hour. So as such, once we become chartered accountant, we all know that we become an independent auditor, right? But what we would be going to discuss today is that how we could become an independent investor also if we have a qualification of CA. And moving forward, we would also discuss how this is actually becoming one of the most interesting and emerging opportunity for every young chartered accountant to pursue into wealth management service. So this is something, just a second. This is the presentation framework, the key talking points that we would be going to discuss today. First, we will discuss about the concept or the rising momentum about FIRE. So basically, we all know that in the US and everywhere in the most of the developed countries, all the young entrepreneurs try to attain their retirement at very early stage. Unlike India, where we talk about retirement at the age of 60 years. So we'll discuss how one can achieve by investing into equities the concept and the momentum of FIRE. FIRE basically means financial independence and retirement early. So we'll see how one can achieve FIRE with the practical example and what are the tricks and hacks you could use as a young person if you really wanted to achieve FIRE. Second, we will discuss that once we have decided the goal and objective of investing, okay, yeah, we wanted to achieve FIRE via investing into equities. So we need to understand कि अब हमको invest कहाँ पे करना है. So we'll talk about generational opportunity that is available to the all the Indians, which is investing in India, where we are right now, and what is the opportunity that is available for the next few of the decades if you really want to invest in India. So we'll talk how we can invest into India. Now, once we are decided that we wanted to achieve FIRE and we wanted to invest in India, we will talk about what are the ways of investing. So basically, there are lots of ways of investing. Sir had already talked about momentum investing, breakout investing, and the investing based on technical analysis. There are also lots of investing concepts called value investing. And one of the most unknown area of investing is called special situation investing. I will share the insights on what actually is special situation investing और क्यों वैल्यू इन्वेस्टिंग और टेक्निकल इन्वेस्टिंग से भी ज्यादा आप इसमें मैक्सिमम अच्छा रिटर्न्स यू कुड गेन if you know the concept of special situation investing. Next, we'll also talk about how to think about IPOs, because we all know that in 2023 the fantastic numbers of IPOs has launched, and I'm very sure that over the next also or next all the years, the number of IPOs that would be going to launch would be more than the previous years. So in my opinion, even if you don't know anything about direct investing, there is some fantastic opportunity available to everyone if you wanted to invest into IPOs. All right. Also, I would like to share the moving forward, we will discuss about the how to identify a multi-bagger stock. अगर कोई भी स्टॉक आप बाय करते हो तो आपको कैसे पता चल सकता है कि वो मल्टीबैगर बन सकता है कि नहीं, तो उसके क्या क्या एसेंशियल उसके क्या बोलते हैं कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होते हैं, और अगर आप कोई स्टॉक बाय करते हो तो आपको उसे किस तरीके से होल्ड करना चाहिए सो इट कुड बिकम ए मल्टीबैगर स्टॉक. Moving forward, we will discuss about industry, why and how it is essential to become an industry or sector expert. And the last, we will talk about some of the very interesting areas of technical analysis, which is called stage analysis. Trust me, अगर आपको ये concept of stage analysis समझ में आ जाता है, you would never ever be going to fail in your investing career. So we'll talk about the stage analysis, the theory which was given by स्टेन विंस्टन, उनका कॉन्सेप्ट उन्होंने पूरा बुक लिखा है कि एवरी स्टॉक गोस थ्रू ए स्टेज एनालिसिस. विल टॉक हाउ द इजी आई वुड ट्राई टू एक्सप्लेन यू कि कैसे इजीएस्ट मैनर में आपको स्टेज एनालिसिस समझ में आ सकता है. Moving forward, we would also talk about the easiest way to read the charts. Last, how to prepare watch list like a pro, and some of the bonus things. And last, we will talk about opportunities for chartered accountants in wealth management service. And if you have any of the question, you could always pin your questions in the chat box. And at the end of 5-10 minutes, we will see अगर आपके कोई questions है तो we could answer those also. So this is basically the presentation framework. So it's a 7:15. We will try के हम लोग सारे areas cover कर पाते हैं in the next 1 or 1.5 hour. All right. Let's first talk about first things first. We will talk about FIRE. So what is FIRE? FIRE essentially means financial independence and retirement early. So why and how one can achieve the momentum of FIRE? Now this is very important. There are basically 4 steps to achieve the financial freedom. So as soon as once a person starts earning, he has to just focus on the 4 steps. First, you have to start focusing on earning as much as you can. Now, this can be done via upgrading your skills. Now, once you start earning as much as you can, the second step which you have to focus is you have to spend as little as possible. Third, you have to focus on to save consistently. So it is said that अगर आपको FIRE अचीव करना है तो आप जो भी इनकम अर्न करते हो आपको ट्राई करना है कि आप मिनिमम 50% या उससे ज्यादा आप करोगे इन्वेस्ट वाया SIP. And the fourth, you have to use your earned money to make more money. Now this is a very fantastic picture which you could see over here, that it is not possible for everyone to work all of your time. So you always have to own some of the equities, so that whenever, even if you're not working, your money should work very hard for you. Now this is something is very interesting. So we all know that our parents are not our emergency fund and our children won't be our retirement fund. So it is always important that whenever you are young, you start to earn at the early stage. You as an investor or you as an person always should have a mindset to build your own wealth. And to build your own wealth, it is important to start investing from now. So let's say you become CA at the age of 21, 24 or 25 also. It is very essential कि आपको जब आपका first paycheck मिलता है, आपको always ये decide करके रखना है कि you will start investing even from the first paycheck also. और सबसे बड़ा आपका जो कहते हैं ना कि सबसे बड़ा आपका जो टूल है जो आपके फेवर में है, that is your time. Because when you are young, your time will work for you. Because as soon as you start investing young, the compounding would start working in favor of you. Now, FIRE is a status that many investors aspire to, but not everyone is able to achieve due to certain factors. But there are certain tricks and tips. If you follow these tools, you will definitely able to achieve FIRE. Now, what do I mean by FIRE? FIRE means आपको क्या करना है कि we will try to achieve retirement at a very early stage. Let's say normally जो conventional age of retirement जो इंडिया में या सारे कंट्रीज में फॉलो होता है, we talk is of the age of 60 to 70 years. That is the conventional age of retirement. But in the US and most of the emerging markets, we have seen that 60 to 70% of the millennials who are very young, they try to achieve FIRE, or that is their financial independence and retirement at the early of their 40s or in their 40s. So FIRE means nothing but you will not be dependent on your salary. कि आपका जो भी पेचेक आएगा आप उसके ऊपर डिपेंडेंट नहीं होंगे, बट आपके पास इतना कॉर्पस होगा that would be enough to cover all your annual expense forever. Now this is basically called FIRE. Now let's understand practically on how you can achieve this. Is my Excel file visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's take an example. If anyone would be young CA, let's take an example. Okay, your current age is of 25, or let's say you become CA at the age of 25, and you decide to retirement at the age of लोग best case scenario लेते हैं कि you wanted to achieve fire at the best possible earliest possible case. तो आप ट्राई करते हो कि आपका करंट एज 25 years है and you wanted to retire at the age of 40 years. Now, here we are talking about lump sum investment today. Now, when you are starting, if you have any lump sum amount of investment to do or not. So we are assuming कि आपके पास initial amount of investment करने के लिए कोई funds नहीं है. So we are keeping it as 0. Now, monthly SIP today. Now, this is the amount that you have to invest consistently till you become till you attain the fire status. आपको एक अमाउंट डिसाइड करना है कि आप कंसिस्टेंटली एक अमाउंट कितने पीरियड तक इन्वेस्ट करोगे इन ए कंसिस्टेंट मैनर. So let's take a very simple example कि आप even if you start with a SIP of 15,000, कि आप 15,000 के SIP से स्टार्ट करते हो और आपको क्या करना है, आपको टॉप अप करना है. आपको एवरी ईयर अपना स्किल्स इंप्रूव करके अपना एनुअल इनकम बढ़ा के आपको अपना इन्वेस्टमेंट बढ़ाना है एवरी ईयर बाय 10%. Now we are talking about the annual return generated. Even the Nifty has over the period of last 15 to 20 years consistently had given a CAGR return of 12%. We are taking the example कि अगर आप कोई भी अच्छे म्यूचुअल फंड्स में इन्वेस्ट करते हो, डायरेक्ट इक्विटी में इन्वेस्ट करते हो, तो यू आर गेटिंग अ रिटर्न ऑफ लेट्स से 15%. आपको कंसिस्टेंटली CAGR रिटर्न मिलेगा 15% का, एंड द रेट ऑफ इन्फ्लेशन इन इंडिया करंटली 6%. द मंथली एक्सपेंस एट द एज ऑफ रिटायरमेंट. तो आप जब 40 इयर्स के होंगे तब आपका मंथली एक्सपेंस कितना होगा, यू कुड डिसाइड अमाउंट फ्रॉम योरसेल्फ. बट लेट्स टेक एग्जांपल जो 2.5 लाख रुपीस का होगा. नाउ दिस इज द एक्सपेक्टेड इंक्रीज पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट, कि आपका 40 इयर्स के बाद आपका जो एक्सपेक्टेड जो पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट आपका जो एक्सपेंस है वो कितने परसेंट से बढ़ेगा. We are also taking into whenever we take the calculation of fire, we need to understand कि आपका जो मेजर अमाउंट ऑफ एक्सपेंस होगा वो क्या क्या हो सकता है. तो लेट्स टेक सम एग्जांपल कि आप हाउस परचेस करते हो आफ्टर सम इयर्स एंड इट कॉस्ट यू समवेयर अराउंड 2.5 CR. You have to spend some money for your kids education, 50,000. तो नाउ दिस इज द एग्जांपल. क्या आपने डिसाइड किया है कि आपका पोस्ट रिटायरमेंट आपको ये एक्सपेंस भी करना रहेगा. You wanted to buy a new house which would cost you somewhere around 2.5 CR as on today's terms. कि आपको एक नया घर खरीदना रहेगा जो आज के रेट में इतने का है, तो वो टाइम को कितने का होगा. एंड सेम इज द अमाउंट यू वांटेड टू स्पेंड फॉर योर किड्स हायर एजुकेशन. This is the amount that would left with you at the age of your retirement. And even if your corpus continues to grow by 15%, your money will last until you are of the age of 45 years. Now this is something which is not practically possible, क्योंकि आप अगर 40 years पे रिटायर हो जाओगे, your money would last only for the period of 45 years. So what we have to do is we have to change the terms. So think कि आप करते हो SIP for the amount of 20,000. And you are expecting your CAGR of 16% returns. Still, this is not possible to achieve your fire. तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, आपको करना पड़ेगा कि आपका रिटायरमेंट एज आप 45 करते हो. अगर आप सिर्फ 20,000 का कर सकते हो. All right. Now this looks good to me. So now this is something comes to be a practical possible solution if you wanted to achieve your retirement. So let's say I'm of the age of 25 years and I wanted to achieve retirement by the age of 45 years. So जब अब मेरे को पता चलता है कि अगर मेरे को actually 45 years के age पे retirement चाहिए, तो I would be required to do a minimum monthly SIP of 30,000, which should increase by 10% every year, and my portfolio should be such that it should generate CAGR return of 18% for every year, and my monthly expense at the age of retirement would be 2 lakh rupees every month. Monthly expense at the age of retirement 2 lakhs rupees. And I had also accumulated the investments कि जो भी मेरे future capex kind of expenditure होगी उसके लिए मैंने funds corpus अलग करके रखा है. Now if I consistently be able to do SIP of 30,000, I could easily achieve the retirement at the age of 45 years. And this shows that कि मेरा corpus अगर 18% CAGR से grow कर पाता है, तो all my amount that I had invested till the age of 45 years could last till the age of 88 years. So what you have to do is you have to work on yourself. आप यहाँ पे बाकी सारा expense में add कर सकते हो कि अगर आपको वर्ल्ड टूर पे जाना है, let's say at the age of 45 years, and it will cost you some 20 lakhs rupees. तो आप वो कर सकते हो कि नहीं कर सकते हो. तो based on all the considerations, you could see कि आपके पास जो इन्वेस्टेबल अमाउंट है, आपको डिसाइड करना रहेगा कि आप वो सिर्फ कितने रुपए का कर सकते हो. Now, this is something is very relevant. So if you are young, the biggest asset that you have is your time. So what you have to focus is you have to continuously focus on increasing your income by minimum 20% every year, and you have to save the amount of your income and try to invest consistently of consistently 50% of your income into investing. And if you are able to do all these three things consistently, you will definitely be able to achieve the FIRE. Now, once you have decided that we wanted to achieve the status of FIRE, we will see where to invest. And in my opinion, it is a decadal opportunity or a generational opportunity that we as a young entrepreneur, young person, has an opportunity of investing available in India. Now, why do I say we have a decadal opportunity of investing in India? I am saying this based on all my analysis, research, and based on the past trends I will be going to share with you. Now, this is a research that was done by Bloomberg. अब आप यहाँ पे चेक कर सकते हो कि if you compare India with all the countries, Indonesia, Thailand, Taiwan, China, Korea, South Africa, Brazil, all the emerging markets, and even with the developed markets, USA, Europe and Japan, you could check कि जो इंडिया ने सबसे ज्यादा नंबर ऑफ मल्टीबैगर्स जो जनरेट किए हैं, वो सारे वर्ल्ड के इकोनॉमीज और स्टॉक्स और बिजनेस से ज्यादा है. इफ यू चेक कि इंडिया का जो परसेंटेज ऑफ 10 बैगर्स, माय मल्टीबैगर आई मीन इंडिया के अंदर जो स्टॉक्स ने मल्टीबैगर्स रिटर्न दिया है, वो सारे वर्ल्ड के कंट्रीज से मैक्सिमम है. If you take the decade of 2001 to 2011, 38% of the stocks had generated a multi-bagger returns. Multi-bagger by multi-bagger, I mean 10 times और उससे ज़्यादा return नहीं हो, that is called multi-bagger. Even for the period of 2011 to 2021, 20% of the stocks had given multi-bagger return. So we could see that over the past 20 years also, and I am very confident that over the next 20 years also, India would be the fastest growing economy in the world. Now, why we call India as Sone ki Chidiya? Because we had already seen that Nifty has already given 12% CAGR returns for the last 20 years, which is the best that any emerging market can offer. We had seen that GST collection for GST collection has been now consistently has been greater than 1.5 lakh crore, which is very new normal. Now, this is something is very important, which I personally believe is very important, that we literally want to be able to forgive ourselves in 2050, in 2050, if we do not participate in this really special story called India. What we have to do is we have to turn ourselves from doubters to believers. मैं आपको एक स्टोरी बताता हूँ. There was this story of Akbar and Birbal. अगर आपने सुनी होगी तो. In that, the Akbar asked, उन्होंने अपने दरबार में पूछा था कि उन्होंने एक लाइन ड्रॉ किया था और उन्होंने पूछा था कि आप बताओ कि यहाँ पे एक लाइन है, आप कैसे इसको टच किए बिना इसको छोटी लाइन कर सकते हो. Now everyone, all the smart people present over there were confused and shocked. कि एक लाइन है, अगर उसको टच के बिना उसको छोटा करना है तो आप क्या कर सकते हो. But there was one smart person present over here whose name was Birbal. उन्होंने क्या किया, उन्होंने आके एक बड़ी लाइन ड्रॉ कर दी, और उन्होंने जैसे वो बड़ी लाइन ड्रॉ कर दी, ऑटोमेटिकली क्या हुआ कि जो प्रीवियस लाइन थी वो छोटी हो गई. Now same is the story of India. India has everything, but the best part is India has all the triggers that is very much better and very much faster than all the other emerging markets. I will share how it is possible. हाँ. Right now, Indian economy is the fastest growing economy in the world, and as per all the best case estimates, the India is on the footing to become the third largest economy in the world. Right now, we are at the 4 trillion economy, $4 trillion economy, near to $4 trillion economy. But I'm very confident that by 2050, we would surpass all the emerging markets, and we would become the third largest economy in the world. Right now, we are at rank 5th. US is at rank 1st. China is at 2nd. Japan is at 3rd. Germany is at 4th, and India is at 5th. Because we have all the three trinity, that is growth, governance, and green, which excites all the investors about Indian market. Now, this is one of my most favorite area of discussion about today, which is called special situation investing. So let's talk about special situation investing. Now, let's say if I ask all of you कि अगर आप मेरे को कोई भी एक ऐसा स्टॉक बताओ कि which is trading at a PE multiple of let's say 15 to 20, but which is generating which is growing growing its revenue at a rate of 25 to 30% every year for the next 5-10 years, which has ROE and ROCE of more than 20%. तो आई एम श्योर कि आप में से कोई भी ऐसा स्टॉक आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर पाओगे, बिकॉज द पॉइंट इज कि आज के डेट पे एवरीथिंग हैज बिकम एक्सपेंसिव. Now the point is there are two forms of investing. One is value investing and another is momentum investing. So what happens is that as on date, when we are the fastest growing economy in the world, the value investing concept has actually become very dull. Why? We all know that the game is to identify good plus cheap stocks. Now when we talk about good stocks, जैसे हमने बात किया कि हमको कोई भी स्टॉक चाहिए at a P multiple of 15 to 20. बट आप कोई भी स्टॉक आइडेंटिफाई कर लो कि जो 25-30% CAGR से अपना रेवेन्यू ग्रो कर रहा है, यू वुड ऑलवेज फाइंड कि उसका पी रेशियो वुड बी मोर देन 50. आप कोई भी अच्छा कंपनी उठा के देख लो, यू टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ डाबर, HUL, L&T, आप कोई भी कंपनी ले लो, all those companies, all those good stocks have become very expensive. And if you would find some cheap stocks, they would be really duds. Now, that's the reason we have to rely on special situation investing, because only by doing special situation investing, we could identify good companies at a cheap price. We will see how we can do it. Now, special situation investing is basically identifying any of the companies where there is some corporate action is going on. So आपने देखा होगा कि every week there are lots of announcements that is happening on the stock exchange for each of the companies. तो as an investor आपका objective ये होना चाहिए to identify those companies or business where there is some corporate announcement. Now, corporate announcement can be of any form. It might be delisting, it might be demerger, it might be right issue, or it might be even merger or any kind of corporate announcement. So we'll see how we can take the advantage of those corporate announcement to identify a very good business, but at a very good valuation. But why we are talking about special situation investing and how this thesis has came to my attention. Now I will share the real reason and the who is the founder of special situation investing. Have any of you heard the name of this person called Joel Greenblatt? So Joel Greenblatt was the founder of Gotham Capital, who was running a fund in the USA. और आप यहाँ पे चेक कर पाओगे कि उन्होंने for the period of 15 years, he has generated return of more than 50%, consistently 50% CAGR का उन्होंने रिटर्न जनरेट किया only by investing in special situation, जबकि वो टाइम पे मार्केट ने सिर्फ रिटर्न दिया था for the 14%. Now just imagine if you are really able to identify and capture few of the special situation stocks in your portfolio, this is the amount, this is the magic that could be possible in your portfolio. We will talk about all the examples and live case studies, जिसके आपको पता चलेगा कि special situation investing exactly क्या होता है. So basically, special situation investing is a case. There are basically but two forms of special situation investing. One is special situation investing जहाँ पे promoter change होते हैं. The old promoter of the company exit and the new promoter or the new energy comes into the company. And the another form of special situation investing, which I personally like very much, is investing into companies where there are demergers happening. We will discuss with practical examples कि वहाँ पे आप कैसे उसका advantage ले सकते हो. But this is something which we are looking for very much when we are investing into special situation stocks. Now, basically, there is this also thing called double special situation investing. So, what is double special situation? So, basically, whenever there is a demerger and if it is followed by an open offer, it is called double special situation. This is possibly the best possible form of investing which all the investors aspire to identify any of the stocks. Now, open offer means nothing but where a new promoter of the company aims to buy the stock from the open market. What we are looking another is the demerger and the open offers, and the third and my most favorite is the promoter change. Now, basically, special situation is nothing but a corollary to small cap investing. So basically, हम यहाँ पे ये करेंगे कि जहाँ पे कोई नहीं है जो एरियाज में, we will go over that because this is a area of investing which most of the investors are unaware of. This is something called a very insignificant area of the marketing. And the best part I tell you is that, trust me, every week there are dozens of corporate events happening. But as an investor, we just have to identify few of them to invest into the special situation stock. हम लोग उसकी case studies देखेंगे तो we will understand how we can invest into stocks which are special situation stocks. So basically, this is the special. I guess my screen is visible to everyone now. This PDF file is visible to everyone.
Yes, visible.
All right. So this is basically a special situation investing in itself. So हम लोग यहाँ पे दो टाइप के स्पेशल सिचुएशन इन्वेस्टिंग को डिस्कस करेंगे. फर्स्ट इज प्रमोटर चेंज एंड सेकंड इज द डीमर्जर. सो बेसिकली स्पेशल सिचुएशन इन्वेस्टिंग में क्या होता है कि जब भी एक बहुत बड़ा कॉन्ग्लोमेरेट होता है और उसमें से एक यूनिट डीमर्ज होता है, तो what essentially happens is that there are lots of funds who have to forcefully sell those one of the small part of this business. We will understand क्यों होता है, कैसे होता है, and how we as an investor can identify those opportunities and the end what is the outcome. But this is basically special situation investing in itself. So what happens is that whenever a large fund gets the demerged unit of a company, they essentially cannot own those companies for few or the other reasons. One of the reason may be कि let's say company है, let's talk about example of Tips Industries. We will see when we come to example. Let's start with the case studies. The first kind of case studies is promoters change. Now, what essentially happens is that a promoter change is one kind of a special situation investing कि जहाँ पे क्या होता है कि old promoter of the company exits and the new promoter of the company comes into the picture. So what essentially happens is that over a long period of time, even the entire sector is growing, the entire outlook of the nation is growing, but आपका stock कुछ भी नहीं कर पाता. But all of a sudden, what comes into play is a promoter change. So what happens is that कि जहाँ पे old promoter exit कर देते हैं और नए promoter enter करते हैं, there comes a whole new kind of energy into the company. And then the power of special situation investing comes into play. Let's talk with one of the example, that is a company called JP Power. So we all know that power sector is one of the most sunshine sector in India. और हम सबको पता है कि जितने भी पावर स्टॉक्स इंडिया में वो सारे अच्छे तरीके से ग्रो हो रहे हैं. But then there was this company called JP Power, and due to certain reasons, उनके management और certain factors की वजह से the JP Power was never ever been able to generate returns for its stakeholders. So what happened was that in 2017 and 18, a new promoter all of a sudden comes into the company, and they said that we wanted to acquire your company at a price of ₹6. So essentially a new promoter, which is a very big group, which is by the name of ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank comes in and they say that we wanted to acquire JP Power. Now they came and they take over JP Power in the year of 2017 and 18. So what happens is that when they come into the company, they decided that we wanted to make this company grow very fast, and they have given their full vision of the future outlook for investing into this company. So what happened is that you could check the financial performance of JP Power after the involvement of ICICI Bank. Consistently, they came into the play. ICICI Bank always is known for their fantastic performance and their management. So they came and they over the period they made this loss making company into profit making company. आप चेक कर सकते हो कि for the financial year 18, 19 and 20 company was consistently making loss, but all of a sudden क्या होता है in the H1 2021 they turned this company from loss into profit. So company has become operational profitable. The point is that even JP Power already was having very much fantastic number of operational assets, but they were never able to generate the returns due to their old promoters. But all of a sudden, the new promoter came in, and from the year 2021, after the introduction of the new promoter, this stock has rocketed from 2.5 rupees to almost 17 rupees as on date. This is a chart of JP Power as on 6th January, as on today. The stock price of JP Power is now went from 2 rupees to 17 rupees. So what I wanted to display is the power of investing into special situation stock, and उसमें भी सबसे जो मेरा favorite kind of area of special situation investing है, that is called promoter change. So whenever the old promoter goes and the new promoter comes in, they comes with a very fantastic vision. So I bought this stock at 2.5 rupees when the company became profitable, because I was knowing that JP Power के old promoters हैं, they have exited and the new promoter ICICI Bank have came in. So this stock has already given a return of almost 580% for in the period of less than 3 years. Let's talk about another example. Now this is a very fantastic and the best example that is available as on date into the markets. I'm sure every one of you have heard about this company called Cupid Limited. Now I would like to show the chart of Cupid Limited. आप चेक कर सकते हो कि for the past इतने सारे सालों तक from 2016 to 17, 18 for till 2023, this stock was never been able to do anything fantastic. But what happens is that all of a sudden, a fantastic promoter called Universal Halwasa Group, who is the founder of Columbia Petrochemicals, they come in and they said that we wanted to take over Cupid Limited at a price of 325 rupees per share. And even this was followed by open offer, and they bought this stock from the open market at a price of 285 rupees per share. So ये हुआ था as on September 12, 2023, and you could check कि September 2023 के अंदर इसका प्राइस था 300 rupees, and what's the price of this company now? I hope everyone is able to making some sense what I'm talking about. All of a sudden, the price of the company zooms up from 300 rupees to 1315 rupees, which is 4.5x in just 4 months. I'm talking about 4 months. The return is 4.5x, not 4.5%. So what happens is that the new promoter came in and they said that we wanted to take this opportunity to strengthen this business, और उन्होंने पूरा अपना आउटलुक दिया था why and what would be they going to do into this company. If you get some time, go and study this special situation investing. This is live right now. I hope everyone would be aware about this company called Poonawalla Fincorp. What happened was that there was this old company called Magma Fincorp. I'm sure everyone knows the name of the founder of Poonawalla Fincorp. What happened into this company was that Aadar Poonawalla, who is the founder of Serum Institute, they came in and they said that we wanted to acquire Magma Fincorp and wanted to do business into NBFC sector. So even in the case of Magma Fincorp, you could see that for the past 10 years, the stock did nothing because there was no interest for the old promoters to grow its business. The stock ranged from 75 rupees to 175 rupees for the 10 years. But as soon as the new promoter came in, who is the founder of Serum Institute, Aadar Poonawalla, they came in, they acquired the company, and the stock price has in less than 3 years has given the return of 3x. So in the February 2021, they took over this company, and just as on date, the price of the company has moved to 460 rupees. So what happens is that whenever the new promoter comes in, they bring in all the new and the fantastic people from the industry. Now you could see what was the thesis of investing into Poonawalla company. I had made my investing into Poonawalla in October 2021 at the price of 153, and it's now 2.8x right now. So all the Poonawalla decided that I wanted to run this fantastic business into NBFC sector. We bring in all the best brains from all the other companies and all the business minds together, and that's the thing how we turn around a dirt stock into a fantastic company called Poonawalla Fincorp. Now, this is something is very interesting and important. What is interesting is that since your company won't grow 5x, all the mutual funds and PMS would not come into this thing. This is another special situation in investing, which is live right now, wherein I have invested. I'm sure everyone would have heard about this company called Indiabulls Housing Finance. So you all know that Indiabulls Housing Finance went into very much of stress, and the stock price had crashed from some 4-digit numbers to almost 50 or 100 rupees odd numbers. But what happened is that all of a sudden, the new promoter of the company came in, which is the LIC of India. So just some months ago, like 3 or 4 months ago, the LIC of India becomes the promoter of this company, and they acquired the stake of the company, and all the other MNCs also come over here. Vanguard, Blackstone, Treetop, BlackRock, Pinco, all this company become the institutional shareholders of the company. So you anyway know that when the LIC manages any of the business, they would obviously be going to make this a turnaround picture. So what happens is that we had recently bought this stock at 150 rupees, and it's almost 50% up in less than 3 months. Now that's the power of special situation investing. Now he's the founder and CEO of the new MD and CEO of Indiabulls Housing Finance. They would be changing the name of this company from IB Housing Finance to Samman Capital. The another special situation investing which we had recently played is into solar, SW Solar. The name of the company is Sterling and Wilson Solar. So what happened is that this company was run by old promoters who was Shapoorji Pallonji. But what happened was that the Reliance comes into the picture and they take over this company. So another promoter change happens in this company, and all of a sudden, the old promoters have to exit the stock. So when the old promoters started selling this company, Shapoorji Pallonji, the stock price went falling in the seconds. So you could see that Reliance came into this company. They acquired 40% stake into this company. So again, a promoter change happens over here. And you always know that Reliance, if buys any of the company, they come with a very good vision and very good objective and goal to grow into the sector. So this stock was just Reliance had acquired this SW Solar 40% stake into this company at a price of around 375 rupees. Some months ago, some years ago, February 20 only. But in the last quarter only, the company has turned into profitable. First time ever, the company has given EBITDA positive return, and all of a sudden, after if I can show the chart, all of a sudden, as soon as the old promoters selling it as completed, the stock price started moving up, and it went from 270 rupees to 450 rupees after the old promoters completely exited. Now let's talk about the another form of another type of special situation, that is called demerger. कि कभी भी अगर कोई कंपनी को demerger होता है, तो how you could take advantage of demerger. So there was this fantastic company called Tips Industries. So basically, what is the concept of demerger or spin-off in special situation investing? I would explain it to you. So क्या होता है कि जब भी एक कंपनी होती है जिसके अंदर दो अलग अलग टाइप के बिजनेस होते हैं, तो ऑलवेज जो कंपनी के लार्ज शेयर होल्डर्स होते हैं, दे ऑलवेज वांटेड उसका जो नॉन कोर यूनिट है आप उसको अलग कर दीजिए, बिकॉज you wanted to stay investing only into the core unit. And you all know that the management always listens to the large stakeholders. So you anyway know the business of Tips Industries. Tips Industries has two of its units, two of its business. First is Tips Music, and the second is Tips Films. Now what happened is that considering the request of stakeholders, Tips Industries has decided to demerge its companies into Tips Films and Tips Industries. So what happens is that whenever a demerger happens, you would see over here, this is the day the demerged unit Tips Films had got listed. तो जब ये कंपनी का लिस्टिंग हुआ, it listed somewhere around the price of 450 rupees. And what happens is that as soon as it got delisted, all the funds who don't wanted to own this stock, they started selling. Now, is this selling a selling due to the reason कि उनको उनके business में interest नहीं है? No, it is selling due to the reason because of the fact that they cannot own a microcap company, or even for the fact that they cannot own a company which is into Tips Films. So essentially what happens is that जब भी वो कंपनी का demerger होता है, तो all the funds who cannot own those companies for one or the other reason, जैसे कि let's say कोई कंपनी का फंड है वो हेल्थ केयर का फंड है और उसके अंदर एक नॉन कोर यूनिट है which is into IT सेक्टर, तो अगर वो म्यूचुअल फंड है तो म्यूचुअल फंड मैनेजर के पास हेल्थ केयर का अगर कंपनी का होगा स्टॉक, तो उनके पास डीमर्ज होने के बाद आईटी कंपनी का भी स्टॉक मिलेगा. बट सिंस as per the SEBI regulation, they cannot own one company which is into IT sector. They have to forcefully start selling this company. So you could see over here that all the funds started selling these tips films, not for the fact उनका valuation ज़्यादा है या उसमें prospects नहीं है. They started selling forcefully and the stock price went from 450 rupees to almost 300 rupees. Now, and as soon as the forced selling gets over, we as an investor have to enter over here. And you would see just in few months, the stock has went from the level of 300 to 900 as on net. There is this another also fantastic example of Reliance, which demerged Jio Financial. So the demerged part of Reliance was Jio Financial. It got listed on the stock exchange as on 21st August at the price of 265 rupees per share. And all of a sudden, you all know that Jio started going on lower circuits. Now everyone was thinking that Jio is going on lower circuits for the fact that it is overvalued, but it was not the case. What happened was that Jio was categorized as index stock or जितने भी index funds से who was holding Reliance, they got the stock of Jio also. But due to regulatory requirements, the stock price of Jio started falling from the levels of 265. It started hitting lower circuits every day. So you could see the price as on every day. The stock started going on lower circuits just for the fact that all those mutual funds or the index funds who got Jio upon demerger have to forcefully sell those shares before it gets out from the index. So you could see how the stock price went from 265 rupees to almost 207 rupees. So we as an investor, what we have to do is we have to do something like this. So every time when a demerger happens, there would always be some usual fund-based selling emerges. So all those funds who do not want to own the non-core or the small business due to regulatory reasons, they would forcefully start to sell those stock. And what happens at that time was that most of the times the stock would go below its fair value. Now what we as an investor have to do, we have to buy and then we have to wait for the magic to play. You have to buy when the stock goes below its fair value. So what we did in Jio was that we had done our valuation work. So we started buying Jio as on 28, 29, and we decided we would buy stocks till the range of 200 rupees. And all of a sudden, you could see the price went in 207 rupees as on 29th August, and you could see the magic. You could see this chart. Stock went down from lower circuits. It went below its fair value, and all of a sudden, after 29th August, where the price was 207 rupees, the stock price went on the 4th of September, the stock price went to 265 rupees. I hope आप सबको समझ में आ रहा है. Now this is another special situation that is happening right now, which is of Strides Pharma. So if you are tracking the business world, you will know that Strides Pharma is right now planning to demerge to spin off its business into two parts. One is its CDMO business and one is its core business. So you as an investor always have to identify stocks which are having some corporate action, and you would see that always the stock which is having some corporate action or which is into special situation will tend to give far more better return than the general market. So this is a story about Strides Pharma, which is planning to demerge its units, and this is a live special situation which you should track. Another live special situation which is happening is Deepak Fertilizer. There is also some special situation happening in Deepak Fertilizer. I would like to share some notes about special situation which is written by Warren Buffett. Now this is very interesting. It has been said now this is basically Warren Buffett had said about special situation investing. Warren Buffett has always said that special situation, he used to call special situation as workouts. Special situation tend to perform better than generals, which are normal companies without any corporate action in the long run. So always aim to look forward to identify stocks which are having some corporate actions. Coming back to the presentation part. So now this is something is important to understand कि जो स्पेशल सिचुएशन होता है उसमें आपको ये समझना जरूरी होगा कि if everyone knows about it, it is not a special situation. Now it rarely plays out into a companies like Reliance, but it got played out. And there are various equity research reports which say that if you are investing into special situation stocks, and even if you own it for 3 to 4 months, it has provided a 20% annualized CAGR report. So basically, the crux is this. So the crux is to take advantage of temporary mispricing that is happening in a stock due to its opportune nature of information. So this is the summary of special situation investing. We understand that value investing does not work very easily. All the good companies are expensive. Hence, we as an investor always have to look for the opportunities and to identify stocks which are into some corporate actions. Only by doing this, we would be able to acquire good stocks at a very good price and which is also having very good prospects. Now, this is one of my most favorite part of this presentation. You would see this is about Charlie. Now, Charlie had mentioned in a conference to its investors that if you really wanted to become a good investor and if you wanted to achieve fantastic returns, which is better than all others, you have to just focus on 3 things. First, always study carefully what all other great investors have done. So go and study about all the great investors in the history. आप check करो कि what was their investment thesis. जैसे if we talk about Joel Greenblatt, तो we had already discussed कि वो invest करते थे into just special situation stocks. And उनके पास ये level पे आ गए थे कि they had stopped taking the funds because they just wanted to invest into special situation stocks. So first is always carefully study what all the great investors have done. Second, look at cannibals. Cannibals means or try to identify those business कि जहाँ पे promoters themselves are buying their own company. And third, carefully study spin-offs, which is demerger and spin-offs, which is called special situation. So even if as an investor you are able to do these 3 things, I am sure you would be best than the entire world. Now let's talk about IPOs. How to think about IPOs. So basically, this is the IPO market since 2006. We could see that each and every year, almost on an average, there are 50 to 100 number of companies getting issued into the primary market, right? So what we have to do as an investor, we just have to follow and identify whether we have to invest in this IPO or not by this very simple thesis or understanding. What is that? We just have to distinct IPOs into two categories. First is focus on companies which are small companies. So basically हमको ये identify करना है कि अगर कोई भी small companies है which has a first generational promoter और वहां पे कोई OFS नहीं है, अगर ये तीन फैक्टर वो कंपनी के अंदर होते हैं, फर्स्ट इट इज अ स्मॉल कंपनी, सेकंड वहां पे फर्स्ट जनरेशनल प्रमोटर्स है, और थर्ड वहां पे कोई भी OFS नहीं है, इट इज द काइंड ऑफ IPO which we have to look forward to. It is very simple. Investing in IPO is very simple. And what you have to try to skip is the second kind of IPOs. Already grown up companies, which are very large scale companies. Kind of SBI cards, Paytm. You always have to try to skip or avoid those companies which are large companies and which are coming up with issue via OFS. So essentially वो लोग क्या try करते हैं कि they had already grown this company and they are already at the age of retirement and they wanted to cash in and they bring in IPO at a very higher valuation. So most of the times investors got trapped into second kind of IPOs. This is the IPO market or a tracker of IPO market of 2023. So almost more than 100 IPOs got into the 2023 and almost 90 of the companies had given positive returns. These are few of the companies. आप इनके सारे companies की characteristics देख सकते हो. All have same characteristics. I will show you. Check the name. Cyient, which was having a market cap of just 590 crores. Utkarsh market cap 500 crores. Senco market cap 400 crores. EMS 300. Vishnu 300. IRDA 2000 crores. So all of these are a small companies, and just check the amount of subscription that had happened into this kind of company. 67x, 110x, 77x, 76x, 88x, and 38x. Now, what is important for you as an investor? The biggest question that comes to mind is if should you sold out your company as on the listing yet? You would get your answer here only. So let's talk about Cyient DNM. It brought its IPO on 30th June at a price of 265 rupees and it got listed at 403 rupees. As on the date of listing, it given gain of 52%. But just check the price around it and just check the return over here. Same with all the companies. Utkarsh gain 60% gain as on it. Senco. I hope this thing is making sense to you. The interesting thing is for the fact that if you are getting IPO of a small company where there is a first generational promoter and there is no OFS, you should always hold those kind of companies and do not try to sell in hurry. Now, moving to the another part, let's talk about identifying multi-baggers. Before we talk about identifying multi-baggers, we would start with understanding of an example. I would give the example of a stock which I had bought and how it became multi-bagger. हमने already ये समझ लिया कि India is the highest number of multi-baggers in the world and
we understand that even if you compound your money by 26% CAGR, it would double every 3 to 4 years. Now, Angel One is my first multi-bagger stock, and what was the characteristic and how it became multi-bagger, and how you as an investor could identify other areas of investing, which is a value-based investing. So the story of the Angel One is like that. The company's IPO came in 2020 at a very attractive valuation. Company का IPO आया था at somewhere around 300 rupees, and it opened at discount. Now I had studied the thesis and the future outlook of a broking business, and I was very much sure about the future outlook of Angel One. So what happened was that I bought this stock at a price of 290 rupees, and as on date the stock price is more than 37 rupees in just less than 3 years. But the most important part is this thing. So when I bought this stock at a price of 300 rupees, in just 6 months, the price went to 2000 rupees. So the question that essentially came to the mind of everyone was that, should we sell our company or not? But as soon as the price came to 2000 rupees, just in few months, the price went down to from 2000 levels to 1100 rupees. So what happened is that I was sure about my thesis into Angel One, and I had doubled up my investing in March 2023 at the price of 1100 rupees. And Angel One is now at a price of 37 rupees. Now let's understand जो मल्टीबैगर बना उसका मेन रीजन क्या था. उसका मेन रीजन था this, the conviction to hold. So unless you don't have the conviction to hold your stock, it cannot become multi-bagger. So आपको क्या ध्यान रखना है यहाँ पे, आपको ये समझना है कि अगर आपका स्टोरी, जो आपका जो थीसिस है, वो अगर चेंज नहीं हो रहा and still the price is going down, you don't have to sell your company. Now कोई भी अगर मल्टीबैगर बनता है तो उसके अंदर एसेंशियली 3 एलिमेंट्स होने चाहिए. या तो अगर कोई भी स्टॉक के अंदर ये 3 चीजें होगी तो definitely it could become a multi-bagger stock. First is the company should be part of a mega trend. अब mega trend क्या होता है कि any such trend which would be going to continue for the let's say 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So अगर इंडिया के अंदर आज के दिन पे अगर मेगा ट्रेंड की बात करें तो टॉक अबाउट इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल्स. We all know that electric vehicles are into mega trend. Second is earnings explosion. What do we mean by earning explosion? Earning explosion means that the EPS earnings per share of the company must continue to explode. It should continue to rise in a very fantastic rate. And third is your ability to own. And the most important part is, without the third, the other two don't matter. So it's very simple. If you are able to identify a good company at a very reasonable entry valuation. When I had bought Angel One, it was available at a P ratio of just 10x. So if you are able to identify a good company, a small cap company at a very early stage, so and if its earnings is going to explode, you just have to hold your company. और अगर आप उसको hold कर पाते हो, it would definitely be going to give you multi-bagger returns. Now, there was this research done by Goldman Sachs, which had studied 216 multi-bagger stocks, and which had said that these are the 6 common characteristics that is there in every multi-bagger company. फर्स्ट इज हाई रियलाइज ग्रोथ रेट, मतलब उसका रेवेन्यू कंसिस्टेंटली हाई रेट से ग्रो कर रहा है. सेकंड इज हाई कैपिटल रिटर्न रेशियो, ROE ROC must be greater than 20-25%. It could be essentially a mid cap or a small cap company. You should be able to identify a stock at a very inexpensive starting valuation. वो डोमेस्टिक सेक्टर ओरिएंटेशन होना चाहिए. एंड द लास्ट एंड माय मोस्ट फेवरेट इज वहां पे प्रमोटर होल्डिंग बहुत हाई होना चाहिए. So these are the 6 common traits. If you really find these common traits in any of the company, you should understand that this company has a potential to become a multi-bagger. So what is important is always try to identify business that is growing at a rate of 20-30% of its revenue and earnings, and which is available at a very attractive entry valuation. If you are able to identify such stocks, I'm sure you will be identifying lots of multi-baggers in your investing journey. Now we had understand कि हम लोग identify तो करना है, but वो करना कैसे है? हमको पता है कि हमको multi-bagger stocks चाहिए, but the question is कि how to filter epic stock ideas. I will try to explain you with this. आपको ये एग्जाम्पल के साथ एक्सप्लेन करूंगा what are these points. First, always look for stocks that have done a very good amount of capex. Second, try to identify those stocks which are having some bad margin, just for the fact कि उनका depreciation और interest cost अभी ज्यादा है और अभी cycle bad चल रहा है. You could take the example of chemical. So there are lots of chemical companies like 3 or 4 months ago where they have done some huge amount of capex in last few years, but their margins are right now bad due to the bad cycle, which is global cycle. So what you have to do is identify such stocks. Look for stocks जहाँ पे अभी cycle अच्छा नहीं चल रहा है. For example, chemical sector. उसको आप स्टडी करो और उसको रफली वैल्यू कर लो, एंड देन वेट फॉर स्टेज 2 टू स्टार्ट एज एन एंट्री क्राइटेरियन. जब हम आगे स्टेज एनालिसिस डिस्कस करेंगे, मैं आपको एक्सप्लेन करूंगा व्हाट इज स्टेज 2. आपको क्या करना है? आपको स्टेज 2 के लिए वेट करना है और वहां पे आपको एंट्री करना है. और जब भी उसका मार्जिन ग्रो होगा एटलीस्ट बाय 1 मोर ट्रेंच ड्यूरिंग द पेन फेज, और उसको आपको एवरेज करना है जब वो 30 वीकली में क्रॉस करेगा, और उसका वैल्यूएशन आपको DCF के थ्रू ट्रैक करते रहना है कि उसका ग्रोथ जो आप लोग ट्रैक कर रहे हो वो आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा. You will try to understand this via example. This we will discuss later on. Okay, we will discuss this also. So let's talk about why it is essential to become a industry or sector expert also. Don't worry, I am not here to sell the tomatoes and potatoes, but what I wanted to highlight over here is it is very much essential that if you really wanted to get good returns, you have to become a specialist in that area, a champion of a neglected area or a niche area. It should be our life's mission to acquire as much data and information about the stocks or the sectors that we really wanted to own. So what will happen is that, let's say I had studied the entire chemical sector. So what will happen is that when the downturn or the bad cycle of chemical stocks come into play, जब everyone would see this as potatoes, आपको पता होगा कि इसमें से पोटैटो कौन सा है और एक्चुअल टोमेटोस कौन सा है. I hope I am making some sense. Now these are the benefits if you actually start to become a specialist into one of the sector. So what will happen is that you will start developing some perspective. आपको एक perspective मिलेगा कि वो sector कैसे run होता है, and you would start recognizing certain patterns or trends which almost others cannot see. और जब उसका सबसे bad phase होगा, you would find some of the fantastic deals जो सिर्फ आपको पता होगा, और वो टाइम पे आपको क्या बनना है, आपको कॉन्ट्रेनियन बनना है, और आपको वो स्पेशलिस्ट होने का फायदा उठा के आपको वो स्टॉक को ओन करना है. It is almost like an auction. जहाँ पे auction में there are lots of paintings, but not everyone would know the real value of such painting. But if you have understood those sectors, you would be able to identify those companies at a very attractive valuation. I will give you one of the example. So this is something which I had started studying about chemical stocks. So just a few months ago, if you are actively investing into markets, you would know that chemical sector has been running through a very bad cycle or downtrend since past some of the months. So what I had decided that I wanted to become an expert into the chemical stocks. So I had started studying all the chemical companies which are looking good to me. And all of a sudden, all the chemical stocks started falling. But I had studied all the companies and its valuation. What I found was that there was this fantastic small cap company called Archean Chemicals. And when all of the stocks were falling, Archean was bound to fall because it was also part of chemical company. And it started falling so much so that it came to a P multiple of 15x. Now just imagine where the entire sector is trading at a P multiple of 33. You are getting a fantastic small cap company at a P multiple of 15x. And just check the ROE and ROC of this company, the capex that has been done by this company. So what happens is that I had always believed into this thing, that the next big winner would always be a company that most people don't know about or believe in, and that would be small caps. So always try to identify companies that most people don't know about or when they don't believe in. And if you are part of my community, you all know that we bought Archean Chemicals at 473 rupees. And as soon as in the last 1 or 2 months, the chemical sector started doing well, and all of a sudden, everyone now talks about Archean Chemicals. So this is very important. Now let's talk about a very interesting part called stage analysis. And trust me, I would try to explain this one of the most complicated technical analysis in the most simplest manner to you. There are lots of conferences that is happening in all over India where people are explaining this technical analysis for a price of 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs for conferences in a very technical manner, but still people are not able to understand this thing. But we will try to make it in a very simple manner, and I would make sure कि जितने भी लोग आप present हो अभी यहाँ पे, you would understand the entire concept of stage analysis. And trust me, एक बार अगर आपको ये concept of stage analysis समझ में आ जाता है, you would never ever be making losses in any of the companies. Let's understand what it is. So basically this is a stage chart. अब हमको यहाँ पे ये समझना है कि कोई भी कंपनी होता है, it always have 4 stage of its price action. I am sure आपको ये प्राइस ये चार्ट देख के समझ में आता होगा कि there are 4 stages into this price chart. Stage 1 is called basing area. Stage 2 is called advancing area. Stage 3 is called top area. On stage 4 is called declining area. I'm sure ये सिंपल चार्ट देख के आपको समझ में आ गया होगा कि कोई भी कंपनी के अंदर 4 स्टेज होता है. Now what is important to understand over here is just two simple things. You never ever have to invest into a company which is in stage 3 and stage 4. And you never ever have to sell a stock which you are already owning, which is in stage 1 and stage 2. I will give you, मैं आपको more than 10 practical examples दिखाऊंगा कि जिससे आपको 100% समझ में आएगा कि ये स्टेज एनालिसिस का चार्ट आप कैसे अपने आप ही रीड कर सकते हो. The objective is to make each and every one of you become an independent investor. एक बार अगर आपको ये समझ में आ गया कि ये चार्ट कैसे वर्क करता है, ट्रस्ट मी, यू वुड नॉट बी रिक्वायर्ड टू आस्क एनीवन कि आपको ये स्टॉक में कौन से प्राइस पे एंटर करना है और मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंटली कौन से प्राइस पे एग्जिट करना है. Let's understand some theory about stage analysis. Now first is basing area, which is called stage 1. Now what is stage 1? Stage 1 is basically जब भी एक स्टॉक अपवर्ड मूवमेंट बनने के बाद नीचे आता है और यहाँ पे इस तरीके का एरिया बनाता है. I hope this is visible to you. जब भी वो एक ही सेम लाइन के अंदर ट्रेड करता रहता है, that is called stage 1. So what happens in stage 1 is that the price of the stock continues to move below and above 30 weekly moving average. I'm sure आप सबको समझ में आता होगा 30 वीकली मूविंग एवरेज क्या होता है. इट्स अ सिंपल इंडिकेटर कि 30 वीक्स का जो भी मूविंग एवरेज होता है उसका एक प्राइस होता है. तो स्टॉक क्या करेगा स्टेज 1 के अंदर, स्टॉक विल कंटिन्यू टू move into the range into the 30 weekly moving average. So there will be several things high and low in stage 1. आपको सिर्फ ये समझना है कि अगर आपका स्टॉक स्टेज 1 में है, स्पेशली स्टेज 2 के अंदर है, तो आपको कभी भी उसको सेल नहीं करना है. Now let's talk about stage 2. What happens is that जब भी आपका स्टॉक ब्रेकआउट करता है and it crosses the resistance zone of stage 1 and it also crosses the 30 weekly moving average, the stage 2 of the company starts. So what will happen is that initially when the stage 2 of the company starts, वो एक initial rally करेगा और एक pullback करेगा, and you should always buy more into those pullbacks. As an investor, आपको हमेशा एम करना है कि कोई भी स्टॉक अगर वो स्टेज 2 के अंदर है, आपको उसको बाय करने का कोशिश करना है. Then comes the stage 3, which is called topping area. We all know कि हमेशा कोई भी स्टॉक होता है वो वन में ऊपर नहीं जाता. They always form certain top. So whenever a top is formed, it is something like this price action. So what happens in the topping area is that buyers और sellers वहाँ पे almost equal strength पे आते. All the moves become very choppy. और जो प्राइस होता है वो 30 वीकली मूविंग एवरेज से फॉल होना स्टार्ट करता है. So what you as an investor is to understand is that आपको कभी भी कोई भी स्टॉक अगर वो स्टेज 3 और 4 के अंदर है तो आपको उसको बाय नहीं करना है. And this is about stage 4. Stage 4 क्या होता है? जब भी वो 30 वीकली मूविंग एवरेज के लाइन को तोड़ देता है, the downtrend of the company starts. आपको क्या करना है? आपको कहीं भी यहाँ पे बाय नहीं करना. So what happens in stage 4 is that all the sellers overpowers buyers. वहां पे बहुत सारे फंडामेंटली अच्छे न्यूज आएंगे, बट स्टिल आपको कभी भी स्टेज 4 के अंदर वो स्टॉक को बाय नहीं करना है. आपको क्या करना है? आपको वेट करना है फॉर द साइकिल टू स्टार्ट ओवर अगेन. Let the base formation happens और वो जब स्टेज 1 का बेस फॉर्मेशन बनाता है तब आपको वो स्टॉक के अंदर बाय करना है. बट एज फार एज आई नो, मोस्ट ऑफ द एमेच्योर इन्वेस्टर्स क्या करते हैं, they sell early over here and they buy over here. Let me try to explain this entire concept of stage analysis with the practical examples. तो आपको ये पूरा समझ में आ जाएगा. Just give me 2 minutes. I am coming back in 2 minutes. All right. So let's understand with the example of few companies जहाँ से आपको समझ में आएगा कि how does stage analysis works. So we are taking lots of examples. First, we'll start with this company named CEFC Limited. Now, what we have to do is the fact कि आपको जो भी चार्ट आप देख रहे हो कंपनी का, वो चार्ट का जो भी आपका टाइम फ्रेम है वो आपको सबसे पहले तो वीकली कर देना है. I hope everyone is if you wanted to make the notes, you would make your notes also. आपका जो भी चार्ट है उसका टाइम फ्रेम आपको वीकली कर देना है और उसमें आपको एक सिंपल इंडिकेटर ऐड करना है. इफ पॉसिबल आई वुड आल्सो शो द लाइव. आपको क्या करना है, आपको is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, visible.
All right. आपको कोई भी जो भी आप जहाँ पे भी जो भी आप ट्रेडिंग प्लेटफॉर्म देख रहे हो आपको ओपन करना है और let's talk about CEFC Limited. I am giving you like the practical way of how to use stage analysis. So we had converted this chart into weekly. आपको इंडिकेटर में जाना है, इंडिकेटर में जाके आपको उसका 30 वीकली मूविंग एवरेज इंडिकेटर यूज करना है. So to go here, you would place this 30 weekly moving average indicator. All right, I hope everyone is able to follow these things. So आपको 30 वीकली मूविंग एवरेज का इंडिकेटर फॉलो करना है और आपको ये चार्ट बना देना है. नाउ विल अंडरस्टैंड कि वो चार्ट को देख के आपको कैसे पता चलेगा कि वो स्टॉक स्टेज 1, 2, 3 या 4 में है कि नहीं है. Coming back over here. So now it is here very much clearly visible. आपको दिख रहा होगा कि now is my cursor visible to everyone wherever I go?
Yes.
All right. So you could see over here that this stock was forming some of the base over here. So you could see this is called stage 1. And as soon as the price this line is for the 30 weekly moving average which we had used. As soon as the price of the stock breaks this line, with very good volume, the stage 2 of the company starts. और आपको दिख रहा होगा कि जैसे स्टेज 2 ऑफ द कंपनी स्टार्ट होता है, आपको क्या करना है? आपको यहाँ पे सेल करना है? नो, आपको जैसे ही वो स्टेज 2 ऑफ द कंपनी स्टार्ट होता है, आपको वहां पे बाय करना है. एंड एज सून एज द स्टेज 2 ऑफ द कंपनी स्टार्ट्स, you would see the magic. The price started moving up from here to almost here. So the price was almost at 60 rupees and it went up to 100 rupees, almost 100 rupees. And you could see that the stage 3 of the company starts over here, which is called stage 3, जिसका नाम है टॉपिंग एरिया. और जैसे उसका टॉप बन जाता है, तो उसका क्या होगा? उसके बाद उसका जो प्राइस होगा, इट विल ब्रेक दिस लाइन. और उसका स्टेज क्या स्टार्ट होगा? जैसे ये लाइन तोड़ देता है, तो इट मीन्स द स्टेज 4 ऑफ द कंपनी हैज स्टार्टेड. एंड एज सून एज द स्टेज 4 ऑफ द कंपनी स्टार्ट्स, आपको कभी भी अगर वो स्टेज 4 में है, तो आपको कंपनी को बाय नहीं करना है. यू वुड सी द प्राइस एक्शन ओवर हियर. जब भी वो स्टॉक स्टेज 4 में होगा, आपको उसको टच ही नहीं करना है. आई एम होप एवरीवन इज एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग. जैसे मैंने बोला कि एवरी साइकिल और एवरी स्टॉक हैज टू फॉलो द न्यू साइकिल. आप देख सकते हो, वापस एक नया स्टेज स्टार्ट हुआ. द प्राइस हैड स्टार्टेड फॉर्मिंग सम बेस. यहाँ पे एक बेस बन रहा है. जैसे यहाँ पे एक बेस बना, दिस इज कॉल्ड स्टेज 1 अगेन. एंड जैसे ये प्राइस ने 30 वीकली मूविंग एवरेज को ब्रेक किया, the new phase of the company started, which is called stage 2, and you could see the price movement. The most important thing which you have to learn as an investor, आपको कभी भी अगर आपका स्टॉक स्टेज 2 के अंदर है, तो आपको हरी में उसको सेल नहीं करना है. You could just see the power. The stock price went from almost 70 rupees over here to 140 rupees. That's the power of stage 2 stocks, and this is also happening in just few months. Let's talk about another company. The name of the company is Ratan India Limited. So for lots of time, I guess the chart is broken. This was the stage 2. This was stage 3 of the company, the topping area, and it went into stage 4. Again, the new journey of the company started when it formed the base. आपको ट्राई करना है कि आपको ऐसा कंपनी आइडेंटिफाई करना है which is forming a very good base. और जैसे ये बेस बन के उसका स्टेज 2 का ब्रेकआउट आता है, आपको यहाँ पे उसको बाय करना है. जैसे ये लाइन को क्रॉस करता है, you would have to buy over here. The breakout had happened, the pullback has happened, and the price of the company went from 35 rupees. This was the period of March 2023. The price of the company went from 35 rupees to almost 86 rupees as on date. मतलब almost, I'm talking about not 5-10%. I'm talking about movement of 100 and 200% return in just few months. The classic example of stage analysis, there is this fantastic company called Zensa Technologies, which is a mid cap tech company. आप बहुत इजीली समझ सकते हो कि आपको ये स्टॉक के अंदर कहाँ पे एंट्री करना है और कहाँ पे एग्जिट करना है. This was stage 1 of the company. Earlier times it gave the breakout. The stage 2 of the company started and see the return. But what happened is that most of the investors will buy over here, which is called topping stage. आपको कभी भी यहाँ पे टॉपिंग स्टेज पे बाय नहीं करना, और मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंटली स्टेज 4 के अंदर तो कभी भी बाय नहीं करना. सो जब भी वो स्टेज 4 ऑफ द कंपनी स्टार्ट्स, यू डोंट हैव टू टच दिस कंपनी. जब तक वो नया बेस नहीं बनाता, which is called stage 1, the new cycle, आपको कभी भी बाय नहीं करना. And as soon as the stage 2 of the company, the new cycle of the company started, you just see the wonder. The price went from 220 rupees to almost 600 rupees. Just in 1 year, the stock got 3x. I will show you more examples. Another example was of CAMS, the classic example of forming top. ये उसका टॉप बना था और यहाँ पे उसका ब्रेकडाउन आया स्टेज 4। तो जब भी कोई भी कंपनी स्टेज 4 में होता है, यू नेवर हैव टू बाय दिस कंपनी। आपको क्या वेट करना है, आपको वेट करना है उसका बेस बनने के लिए, और बेस बनने के बाद ब्रेकआउट होने के लिए। सो राइट नाउ द स्टॉक इज इन स्टेज 2। तो इंपॉर्टेंट क्या है, आपको जब भी वो कंपनी स्टेज 2 में है, इट विल कंटिन्यू टू राइज। आपको उसको सेल नहीं करना है। बहुत सिंपल इन्वेस्टिंग, डोंट मेक इट कॉम्प्लिकेटेड। Another example of stage topping, Indiabulls Housing, you could see the top and the decline stage. आपको decline stage में buy नहीं करना, you have to wait for the base to happen। और जैसे ये base बनता है, उसका breakout आता है, तो stage 2 has just started, तो आपको उसको sell ही नहीं करना है, it will continue to rise। The another classic example, chart of PFC, it had made like very fantastic base for so much of period। तो उन्होंने इतने सारे लंबे पीरियड का बेस 1 बनाया, और जैसे ही वो बेस 1 के बाद उसका स्टेज 2 स्टार्ट हुआ, जैसे ये लाइन उसने क्रॉस किया, इट वाज ट्रेडिंग समवेयर अराउंड 90 रुपीज एंड द प्राइस वेंट अप टू 412 रुपीज। अब बताओ, आपको सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट यहाँ पे ये ध्यान रखना है कि जब भी आपका स्टॉक स्टेज 2 में है, आपको सिर्फ ये देखना है कि वेयर इज माई स्टॉक, वेदर इट हैज ब्रोकन दिस लाइन। अगर ये लाइन को उसने ब्रोक किया ही नहीं है, तो आपको उसको सेल नहीं करना। मोस्ट ऑफ द इन्वेस्टर्स विच I see making mistake is that they sell over here। आपको यहाँ पे उसको टच ही नहीं करना है, the price will follow its movement। Another example of base formation, which is stage 1 of Vedanta Limited, and just recently the stock has started moving into stage 1। Let's see how it goes। This is a case study। Another example is of Tata Motors। Tata Motors had given this breakout of stage 2 at the price of rupees 450, and just see the magic। आपको कोई भी चार्ट, कोई भी रेसिस्टेंस, सपोर्ट ज्यादा कुछ देखने की जरूरत ही नहीं है। टिल द टाइम योर स्टॉक इज इन स्टेज 2, you don't have to sell it, simple। Another example of a stock which we had recently bought, the name of the company is Shivalik Bimetal Controls Limited। This is the base formation। The stock had formed this base and now it is giving a breakout, so it will keep moving up। You could always see कि जब वो स्टॉक ने ये बेस बनाया है, you could see past example also, stage 1, stage 2, decline, always the price stops over here and it starts moving up only। और यहाँ पे स्टॉक ने क्या किया, यहाँ पे स्टॉक ने टॉप बनाया and it started moving down। तो आपको जब भी दिख रहा है कि अगर ये टॉप बन रहा है और यहाँ पे उसका डिक्लाइन हो रहा है, तो आपको यहाँ पे बाय नहीं करना, आपको यहाँ ये एरिया में बाय नहीं करना, आपको कहाँ में बाय करना है, whenever the stock starts at stage 2। Another fantastic company, Mastech, you could very clearly see the top has been formed, the decline has started। जैसे ही ये प्राइस को वो जैसे ही आपका स्टॉक ये 30 वीकली मूविंग एवरेज को ब्रेक कर देता है, यू डोंट हैव टू बाय दिस कंपनी। एंड जैसे ही आपका स्टॉक का प्राइस एक अच्छा बेस बनाने के बाद राइज करना स्टार्ट करता है, एट you have to identify the stage 2 stocks and see the magic। Another example of stage 2 company, Angel One। The reason why I not sold this company despite buying at a very low price was just for the fact that the stock is in stage 2। और जब तक ये कंपनी स्टेज 2 के अंदर है, we don't have to do anything। I hope everyone is now able to understand stage analysis। Now, for the last 5 minutes, I will just talk about another 2 indicators and we will complete our time because we are short of time। Another 2 indicators, मतलब I just wanted to share the 2 of the fantastic indicators, जिसके बाद I am sure each and every one of you would be able to read any of the charts। First is 200 EMA and second is 5 EMA। and trust me, अगर there are like hundreds and thousands of टेक्निकल एनालिसिस के चीजें होते हैं, चीजें होती है, बट आपको सिर्फ ये दो चीजें समझ में आना चाहिए. अगर आप एज ए इन्वेस्टर, अगर आपको सिर्फ ये दो चीजें समझ में आ गई, आई एम श्योर ऑल ऑफ यू विल बिकम एन इंडिपेंडेंट इन्वेस्टर. आई विल शो हाउ डज इट वर्क्स. So basically, 200 नियम is nothing, but in a simple language, it is called लक्ष्मण रेखा. आपको क्या करना है, जब भी कोई भी फैंटास्टिक और फंडामेंटल क्वालिटी का अच्छा कंपनी अपने 200 डीएमए के लाइन, अब आई एम श्योर आपको ये लाइन का मीनिंग समझ में आ रहा होगा. ये लाइन का मीनिंग क्या होता है. नाउ दिस लाइन इज 200 डीएमए इंडिकेटर. जब भी आपको कोई भी कंपनी पसंद है, all you have to do is to wait for the company, for the price to reach its 200 DMA. जैसे ही वो कंपनी अपने 200 DMA के पास आता है, this is the time for you to buy your stock. आपको और कोई प्राइस पे कंपनी को बाय नहीं करना. वो जब भी अगर अच्छा क्वालिटी का कंपनी होगा, if it touches the price of 200 DMA, you could buy your stock over here. I will show you lots of examples. And the another reversing. जब भी अगर कोई कंपनी वो 200 डीएमए को तोड़ के नीचे आता है, अगर वो बहुत अच्छा कंपनी है और उसको तोड़ के नीचे जा रहा है, तो आपको वहां पे एग्जिट कर देना है. आई होप एवरीवन इज एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड. 200 डीएमए इज लाइक लक्ष्मण रेखा, और जैसे वो वापस उसको क्रॉस करके उसको तोड़ के उसके ऊपर जाता है, तो आप वहां पे बाय कर सकते हो. एंड यू कुड सी, जब भी वो प्राइस के पास आएगा, इट विल ऑलवेज फाइंड इट्स बायर्स. So this is the price where a good company always finds its buyer. This is the chart of Deepak Fertilizer. Every time the stock will come over here, it will find its buyers. And every time it breaks, you don't have to buy this company. And every time the stock breaks on the upside, you could enter into this company. But the most important part is, आपको चेक करते रहना है कि वो प्राइस 200 डीएमए के ऊपर है कि नहीं. और अगर उसको क्रॉस कर देता है, this is always a good entry. This is always a good entry point to buy your company. और अगर वो यहाँ के लेवल पे है, you always have to wait. You always have to wait for the pullback to come to its price. और जब भी वो 200 डीएमए को क्रॉस करके नीचे आता है, आपको वो स्टॉक में एंटर कभी भी नहीं करना है. गुड सी, अगर ये 200 डीएमए का लाइन क्रॉस हो रहा है, the stock price keeps on falling. But as soon as it breaks 200 DMA level, it keeps on rising with a very fast move. Another classic example of 200 DMA could be seen in TCS. Everyone asks what is the good level to buy TCS. It's very simple. आप यहाँ पे देख लो. As soon as the price reaches to 200 DMA, it takes the support, it gives the breakout. This was the best time to buy TCS, and you could see the price movement later on. This is just about November. November price reaches to 200 EMA and it went up to 3900 till now. Another classic example of 200 EMA. This is the company which has just reached 200 EMA just on the last Friday only. So on the last Friday, this is a fantastic company. Like I'm talking about fundamentally fantastic company, and I bought this company on last Friday only. You could see the chart. Why I bought this company. You would see every time this fantastic company come to its 200 EMA, it goes up. One time, two time, third time, fourth time, and fifth time. Just on last Friday only, the price went up to its 200 EMA. तो बहुत सिंपल है. अगर आपको कोई कंपनी पसंद है, all you have to do is you just have to wait for 200 EMA. आपको यहाँ पे कहीं पे भी एंटर नहीं करना. Just have to keep a track कि अगर वो प्राइस 200 EMA के पास आ रहा है, you could easily invest into this company and you would never make the losses. Another classic example of 200 EMA, you would see every time the price comes to 200 EMA, it takes the support. I think we are like short of time, so I would not take more of the examples. We have like lots of things to discuss, but we will see if we will discuss sometime later on. With this, I would like to end my presentation. But this is something is very important, that what I wanted to convey is that to every one of you is that turn yourself from doubters to believers. Trust me, the last 23 years have been great, but the next 23 years are going to be effing brilliant. So start making your investing when you are young based on the special situation and technical analysis. With this, I would like to end my presentation. If you have any question, we could discuss. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Wow, what a knowledgeable session it was. I want to express my sincere gratitude for your exceptional, engaging delivery and insightful perspectives on this interesting topic. Would you like to take up the questions, or we should conclude the session here?
Yes, we are short of time, so we should conclude it.
Okay.
If you have any question, we could take one or two questions. If you have time.
So I would request the participants to post their questions in chat box so that I can ask it on your behalf. Mm. Questions are like, what is mean by 200 DMA?
All right, 200 DMA is like very simple. I show you 200 DMA is nothing but a indicator. So the average of 200 days, average price of 200 days. If I could share the screen, I could show the live thing. You just have to go to any of the trading platform. Just have to go to indicator, and you have to use this 200 DMA indicator. And you could see that there will be this line of 200 EMA. So this is the line called 200 EMA in technical terms, but in fundamental terms, it is just nothing but the average price of 200 days. So every time a good stock comes to its line of 200 DMA, you will always find the buyers waiting to buy at those price. So always try to buy more of your good quality companies at 200 DMA. 200 DMA in its full form is 200 daily moving average.
Should I ask second question?
Yeah, sure.
Someone is asking if you can show indicator on TradingView.
Yeah, I will show the indicators on trading live. Just give me a moment. All right. So this is the TradingView platform. You just have to go to indicators and you would search over here. I have like favorited few of my favorites indicators: 200 EMA, moving average, exponential, standard instant weekly moving average. So you just have to go to over here and just select 200 EMA. And as soon as you select it, you will find this line. This line is of 200 EMA. I hope it's visible to everyone. So just have to follow this line. So every time I give you this example of this APL Apollo tubes. You would see that you would check the daily chart as well as weekly chart also. So this is a fantastic company. I always wanted to own this company, but what is the right time to buy this company? So you could see very simple. Every time the price reaches to its 200 EMA, it will find its buyer. So you could use this technical indicator to always find the best entry point for your stocks. So this is how 200 EMA works, and this is how you would use indicator of 200 EMA or all other indicators. Even standard instant also you would use over here. So to find your things over here. I hope you are able to understand. Thank you.
Okay, so let's conclude this session. As we draw the curtains on today's session, I want to express my gratitude to the chairman of the committee, CA Charanjot Singh Nanda sir, our guest speakers, CA Monish Zawar sir and CA Keval Shah sir, for taking out the time. Your insights have illuminated our understanding, and your expertise has left an indelible mark. Remember, knowledge is a journey and not a destination. Let's carry these insights forward by implementing them in our professional endeavors. Thank you, members, for your participation and listening till the end. I would like to close the session here. Thank you and good night.
Yeah, everyone.